Hello and welcome to Monmouth in Focus, a program about the services and functions of Monmouth County government. I'm Cynthia Scott, your host for this segment of Monmouth in Focus. You may be looking for a new job or a new career path. In either case, the Monmouth County Division of Workforce Development may be able to assist you. Freeholder Deputy Director Serena DeMasso and Eileen Higgins, Director of the Division of Workforce Development, are here to tell us about the many services available to you. Welcome, both of you. Thanks so much for joining us here on Monmouth in Focus.
Thank you so much.
Freeholder, we will start with you, and if you could just tell us about your role as the liaison to the workforce development.
Well, as liaison, I sit on the Workforce Investment Board, which we refer to lovingly as the WIB, and it helps promote the services available through the office. It's a one-stop career center. What we do is we build partnerships in the public and private sector so that we can connect job seekers with jobs and really enhance the overall economic viability of our community with the highest quality workers available.
I'm sure there are some challenges, particularly with the unemployment rate continuing to be, above the normal rate. Can you tell us about some of those?
Sure. You might have heard from the recent reports. The unemployment rate is coming down, so that's great. We're still much higher than we need to be. Superstorm Sandy had a great effect on our area, and we are coming back, and we'll see this summer just how well we're doing, and let's not forget that in Monmouth County we're dealing with the closure of Fort Monmouth and the jobs that were taken away from there. But thanks to Eileen and her group, we are really rebuilding our economic workforce here in Monmouth, and we're doing a good job.
Sounds like you are. And now, Eileen, tell us about what are some of the things that the office has done to meet the increased and constant demand for services? And like I was talking to the Freeholder about, especially in these challenging times.
Well, we adopt pretty much on a daily basis. We change our hours, we change what we can do to help the clients or help our job seekers. We've connected with businesses more than we had in the past to truly find out what the businesses are looking for, who they're looking to hire, and then to make sure that our workforce is prepared for those jobs. So we provide training, we provide workshops. We have a Career Connect on every Wednesday where job seekers can come in and work with experts and hear about the things that they could do differently if they're not connecting with jobs.
Sure. When you talk about connecting with businesses, how exactly do you go about that?
We have a relatively new business services team, and their goal is to go out and meet with businesses, meet with the chambers of commerce, be part of the solution there, and ask what they're looking for when they're trying to hire someone, and then bring those jobs back to our job seekers.
Through job fairs, I would imagine, is one way,
Yes,
correct?
and we typically partner with organizations that are looking for employees, and we bring in, and it's free to the businesses as well as to our residents, and it's a great way for them to be in touch and meet people one-on-one in the community. And then with Eileen's help and services, we were able to team people up and help cut that unemployment rate.
I would imagine the turnout is pretty high at these job fairs.
We usually get between 1,000 and 1,200 people who come, and about 100, 110 employers, all of whom have openings and are hiring.
Okay.
That is one of the requirements. They have to have job openings to be a member, to be able to come to the job fair.
Okay.
So otherwise it's really defeats the purpose.
Right. So this isn't the type of a job fair where you're just going to drop your resume off for maybe a future job. Right. This is a job that you are applying for that day that you hold a job fair. Okay. And let's talk about some of the people that are seeking jobs at this fair.
We really see every end of the spectrum of job seekers, people who are currently employed or underemployed, people that have been out of the workforce for a while, who maybe have been home taking care of some family members, people who've recently lost their jobs. So really everyone, high-skilled, lower-skilled, are coming to the job fair and coming to use our services.
When we used to hear about job fairs many years ago, we would think that most of them were being held at colleges and universities. And now that's not the case. A lot of people seeking jobs now are in their 40s, 50s, even 60s, correct?
Absolutely. And that's one of the great things about the WIB and the Career Center is that we offer services to those people, whether they're undertrained or they need help in writing their resume or they need help in learning how to do an interview again. If you're in your 40s or your 50s, the last time you may be interviewed could have been 25 or 30 years ago, and things have changed dramatically over the years. So Eileen and her staff, do a great job in getting people ready to be out there in the workforce.
Sure. And Freelder, you had mentioned, you brought up a good point before about the folks who were laid off as a result of Fort Monmouth closing, and the people that didn't relocate, they're still looking for jobs.
Yes, and they can go to the Career Center, and there's computers available to them. There's it's unimaginable, the services that Eileen and her group offers. It's just more people should know about it.
Sure.
Actually,
Sure.
it's a service that Monmouth County is very proud of, and Eileen does a phenomenal job.
Absolutely.
Running the department on our behalf.
Let's hope this segment gets the word out. You do hear from time to time people that are out of work. There are no jobs out there. We can't find the job. No one's hiring. So there is help. Just this is a prime example of that.
Absolutely.
The jobs may be a little more scarce than they were several years ago, but there is help out there, because, like you said, the businesses that are showing up at these job fairs are hiring.
Correct.
Yes.
Let's talk now about the division and the other name that it has. What is that?
The Workforce Investment Board. That's the group who oversees us, and as Freelder Damaso mentioned, she's a member of, and that's a group of 36 members who really set the policy and direct our work and connecting with the workforce in Monmouth County, pulling all of our partners together. It's not solely the county who does this, it's the
Right.
county who oversees all of the partnerships.
Okay, and the one-stop career centers. We have several locations for those.
There are 2 locations. The primary one for the county is 145 Wyckoff Road in Eatontown, and then there's 160 Taylor Avenue in Neptune.
Okay, and that's where people can basically, like we said, seek help, get information, go online, utilize the computers, find out what's out there, what's going on, correct?
Yes.
Right. And they should make an appointment by calling the office, but walk-ins are welcome. We know that people sometimes don't maybe plan their day, and maybe
Sure.
they're driving down Wyckoff Road and they say, you know what, I heard about this. I just heard about this in Monmouth in Focus. Let me go in and see.
What are the hours?
We're open 8:30 to 4:30,
Okay.
and we can stay open later if we know someone's coming in.
Okay, and like you had mentioned before, Freeholder, a lot of people have not, looked for jobs in many years. So there must be a lot of assistance that's offered there.
Yes, and many of our workshops, really looking for jobs now is very different even than just a few years ago. We work around social media and how to use the social media platforms to job search as well as the traditional.
So you walk into One Stop Career Center, somebody greets you and says,
Welcome.
welcome.
What can we help you with?
What can we
Yes.
help you with?
And you can meet with a counselor who would review your current status, then direct you to the workshops. You can, as the Freeholder mentioned, we have an open public access area where there's computers and fax machines and job listings, and staff just to review your resume, or really to help guide you individually on the plan that you need to connect you with a job again.
Okay, and there's also the employment counselors. I guess that's what you would call the staff, right? Employment
Yes,
counselors.
yes.
So they would also be able to assist you with some training as well.
Yes, there is training available. Like I mentioned before, resume writing, interviewing skills, and just a myriad of things. And then there's training available for in Asbury Park. They opened the Cooler Cafe. They were a partnership with the Cooler Cafe, which is allowing people to learn how to break into the restaurant industry. A lot of restaurants don't want to hire somebody unless they've had some experience, and this gives them the opportunity to work in the restaurant industry and be a server, be a chef, and then move on to the next phase of their life.
Now, what about services for people who are just entering the job market, looking for their first full-time job?
That's the highest rate of unemployment right now, and so we've really been focusing on working with the 18 to 25, 26-year-olds, and have a number of programs. As Freeholder mentioned, the Kula Cafe is one of the programs that we've been spearheading, and that's to help the youth in Asbury connect with those type of jobs. But we also have a youth committee, a youth department, who has contracts in numerous municipalities in the county, and really works towards connecting those young individuals with the skills that they might need, looking at what they're already doing, introducing them to businesses, really helping make the connection networking. It's
Sure.
really about networking.
And when you say the young individuals, what's the age range that we're talking about?
We're 18 to 26, 27-year-olds is really that group that we're really trying hard to focus on.
You also have a youth counselor on hand who basically, tries to ensure that kids stay in school, kids graduate high school, and then either pursue college career or if they need to look for a job after that as well, correct?
Yes. And we have a number of programs that the counselor oversees in municipalities working towards making sure the youth have their GED, helping connecting them with their GED if they don't, connecting them with colleges if that's their choice, or other technical schools or whatever industry.
Right. And we have a great working relationship with Brookdale Community College. The president, Dr. Murphy, sits on the WIB board as well. So it really is, every avenue that we can go down and every I that can be dotted and T that can be crossed is really taken care of through this group.
You also have someone on staff who works with social service clients?
Yes, we have a whole program geared towards helping people receiving social services, and we have the Division of Social Services is on the WIB, so we partner with them to help connect the individuals receiving those who have those needs with jobs and with work experience. We actually have a work experience program there that we can connect them with a nonprofit or a municipality and get them 6 to 8 months of work experience that they can then put on their resume and then go out and connect to another job.
It sounds like you have your work cut out for you, Eileen. How gratifying is this job when people find jobs and they say, I didn't know this type of help was available, and now, I'm employed full time and, on my way to either, starting a better future or starting my future from the get-go?
It's extremely gratifying. It's disturbing to hear at times that people don't know our services exist, and that's why we appreciate being on a show like this, because the services are there. They're there for anyone who needs them, and it's great to hear the success stories and have people come back and let us know what worked for them and how we can connect them with jobs.
And we actually have a luncheon for some of those people that have these wonderful success stories. And just, I've been the liaison just for a short time, but I've attended the luncheons over the last couple of years, and they are it just warms your heart and your soul to see, that you made a difference in somebody's life. And,
Absolutely.
I'm so happy for Eileen, because I'm sure that she's wakes up every day with a smile on her face.
Aw, all right. Well, great effort here, ladies. Thank you both
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us today. And for more information, you can certainly visit www.visitmonmouth.com. That's all the time we have for this segment of Monmouth in Focus. I'm Cynthia Scott. Have a great day, everyone.